Hello, hope you are doing well. This week, what I wanted to talk about, something that we learned and discussed in our history of theater class today, was kind of what was going on in society during the uh, I guess the second half of the 19th century into the 20th century, kind of what was going on and how that was affecting theater. And with what I'm going to mention, we actually talked about and discussed when Professor Sidney Chico Donnell uh, subbed in and taught our class that day. One thing that I found really interesting was how the, I guess, technological advances that were being made at the time was just, it was booming. It was growing. It was accelerating very quickly, and how those new technologies were then being applied and used in the theater. And the one that we talked about in length that I thought was really interesting was the use of gas lamps, and then that was eventually replaced by electricity, and how that affected lighting in the theater, and how now we could start, you know, raising and lowering the lights because we actually had control over them. And talked at length about how being able to dim the lights over the audience and just have the stage lit, and kind of what that did and changed uh, with theater etiquette and what was going on, during the performance. Because with humans in general, what was talked about was how we generally get quiet once it gets dark. And so that was one big thing that happened with the audience. Is now they were not as loud, they were not as rambunctious, and they weren't talking during the show like they used to, because now it was dark, and so they were quiet, and they were actually paying attention to what was going on stage, instead of paying attention of who came to the theater and who did they come with, and things like that. So it's just really cool to see, so you can talk about the effects of I guess theater goers once we were able to control the lights and actually dim the lights over the audience, so all that you could see was just the stage. That was something that I thought was really cool that we learned about, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll just talk to you later.